What's up guys, Nic Von Rupp here. We're here for another episode of the life of the Von Froth. Today I'm gonna bring to you what you all been waiting for. Blood, sweat, and tears. I know you love it, and that's why we're here. We're gonna bring to you the gnarliest wipeouts of the last couple of years. The ones that really hit hard. Here we go. I mean, most of the people I talk to, they kind of like, especially professional surfers, they see wipeouts as something negative, you know? They see it as a fail. I thrive of wipeouts. I think it's the raddest thing. I feel like when you're wiping out, you're pushing the limits. You're going beyond of what you're used to, what you're capable of, and you're pushing the sport. It's really like that thin line, you know, like of success and failure, you know, and that's where you want to be until you make it. I'm going to talk to you about my gnarliest moments, my gnarliest wipeouts, and we're going to start off in Scotland, 2011. I was a young grom, just finished school, wanting to charge, and I remember just this wave came at me and I was paddling out, going over it, and I kind of like swung, turned the nose around and just like went for one or two strokes. I remember my board was really small. I had like a 5'10" squash tail and I just went for it. I mean, at the time I didn't even know how to approach a wave like that, you know, like I had no idea like how to grab rail, what boards to choose. I just wanted to go, and I ended up going. The wave just stood up out of nowhere, and I didn't even have time to grab rail. I just went like arms up in the air, trying to like wheelie down the wave, and this thing is just like top to bottom, like the sickest barrel. When I feel like I'm going down, I'm like, oh shit, this is over. I'm never gonna make this. So I just eject it. And when I eject, I have this technique where I'm really trying to find like the bottom of the wave to penetrate and try to make it over to the other side. On this one, I was so lucky. Must have like fell on the perfect spot and just, you know, punctured through the wave to the other side. I remember I didn't even feel my leash or board pull. It just snapped like a guillotine, like a lip landing on the leash and just cutting it right away. There was it, that was it, like board was gone. I've broken all my boards, session over. Next session, we're in Ireland, 2015, end of winter. Tom Lowe had been surfing Mullaghmore by himself, and I've been texting back and forth with him. Hey dude, I really want to come surf with you. Finally made myself over there for a huge swell. It was like 6 meters at 16 seconds. And I remember, you know, he was riding like a 9.6, 10.0, and I was riding a really short board, like a 8.0. Start of the session, I'm like paddling out. There's a big set. Tom Lowe's a little bit forward for me, and he's paddling over the wave. And as he's paddling over the wave, I just turned around and just whipped it last second and went for 1-2 strokes and airdropped, full confident, airdropping on this 20-foot wave from top to bottom. Like I was literally flying down, controlling the board. I landed on the bottom, the lip lands on me, straight on my knee, blows my knee out, and I go straight to the bottom, like, whoa, super aggressive. I'm under for a long time. I hit the bottom with my back. I come up, my knee's completely blown out. I don't even feel it with the adrenaline. And Cody comes up to me with the scheme, dude, are you okay? Okay. He thought I had completely died, and I was just, my eyes were like I survived, you know, like, and that just gave me that extra bit of energy. I was on the skis screaming, ah! Just feeling the adrenaline, you know. Got back out there, next set, turn around, same shit. I like airdrop, I got smoked. Gotta take it easy and listen to the master, you know, pick the right ones, and not a smart move. But you live and you learn. Another great wipeout was at home. Surfing this slab in Portugal, which is like an outer reef, really heavy. And I've gotten my good waves out there, gotten some sick barrels, but I wanted more. Had it in my mind which wave I wanted, which is those bigger sets, and I had pulled out a bigger board that session. I was riding a 6.6, And I'm sitting in the lineup. I could hear the outer reef break, you know, and I got priority. My heart starts beating like ta 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 ta. All you want to do is paddle out. And in this slab, you got to stay inside. All of a sudden, this solid wave comes, and I'm like, turn around and just like, just go. As I'm going down, I get stuck on the lip and I can't even see the bottom of the wave. The thing just goes so square, trying to drop, and I can't, like I'm free flying down the wave. I hit so strong, the thing completely obliterates me, so violent. I pull my vest right away because I know, oh my God, I'm in for a wild ride. Pull my vest, I'm under there, the thing doesn't even go off because of the pressure, and I hear the second wave break. And I'm, oh my God, I'm gonna be under for 2 waves. I've never had been under for 2 waves back then. And soon enough, I'm like getting tumbled. The thing is just pulling me everywhere. I'm so deep, my ears start popping. And finally I make it up just in time for the second wave. I like catch one breath of air and get pounded by the second wave. And I remember the second one was so brutal, got me so strong. And yeah, I mean, if I wouldn't have a vest, for sure I would have been 2 waves under. Mavericks 2019. My goal that year was to surf big wave spots like I'm surfing slabs. So try to do what I'm doing on a 6'6" on a 10-foot board. The goal was to surf Mavericks left. The day finally came where, you know, I had a couple opportunities. You know, I'm out there, everyone's going right, and all of a sudden this perfect left comes in. I'm just like going for it, you know, and I just like try to knife it. As I'm knifing it and looking down, there's a rib, and the board is so big. I mean, I'm riding a 10-0 and trying to ride it like a 6'6", you know? And as soon as I'm knifing it and pulling through, my nose pokes and I just, boom, get tumbled. Man, Mavericks is another beast, you know, like especially at the left. It's so powerful, so dark. You got the kelp down there. You got your thoughts of sharks. It's like, it's a completely different dimension. You know when you're under there and you feel like the board is about to hit you? You know the board is down there somewhere and you feel it just flying past you, just woof. And if that board hits you, man, you're done. Especially, that's my biggest fear, right? Like wiping out with big boards. That was a good wipeout. I mean, going back to my initial sentence, I feel like when you're wiping out, you're learning and you're progressing. I had to wipe out at Mavericks first to kind of afterwards figure it out and get an even better wave. WSL challenge, like my confidence level is up there, you know, like I'm feeling the king of the world, and I'm like going down this wave, riding really close to the lip, you know, like I'm riding high lines and then like coming down with the lip. I had successfully rode one, and then on the second wave I tried to do it again. I went high, and then as I'm going down, I know that I'm really close to the lip, but all of a sudden there's like a bunch of jet ski tracks right in front of me. So I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna be a bumpy ride. I like wheelie over one, like I do an ollie over a bump, and then there's a second bump and my fins just lose it. And I remember just like, you know, doing donuts. I was like rolling on the wave, just like, whoa, upside down. Just rolling, I'm like, holy f***, this is not a good position to be in. And the thing just like flips me. I front flip, and then the lip just hits me and takes me down so strong. Like, whoa. The dangerous part about towing is you don't know what you're getting yourself into, you know? Like, you're coming from the back, you don't know how big that wave is until you get hit by it. You get cocky, man. You get cocky, you get a bunch of waves, and then nature just slaps you into the face, you know, right into your spot. Okay, next up, there was one wipeout that was like, holy shit, that thing could have killed me. I mean, that must have been my closest call until today. That afternoon, swell picked up right on dark. It was firing, like it was getting dark, there was no jet skis around. And I mean, Sancho was like, let's go, one more. And I was like, man, it's almost dark, man. I mean, this is pretty dangerous. It's dangerous enough to surf big waves. Even more dangerous to be, you know, out here by ourselves with one jet ski. There was a second peaker. We're coming in from behind. The thing is going like this. And I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna get barreled right now. So I'm like, let go of the rope. I pull in. about to get belled, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, this is not a good idea. So I straighten out, the worst thing I could have done. I remember straightening out, looking up to the wave, realizing how big the wave is, and realizing that the thing was gonna land on me. But it was like, at that point, it's like a split second. What should I do? Should I jump off or keep riding? And I always had the feeling I can outsurf the wave, you know, just compress and kind of like make it out. And the thing was literally, when I look back, going straight, the thing was slow motion. I could see the lip. I mean, I was looking down, I could see the lip just this thick, just coming down on me. And I was like, oh. And I remember the thing just breaking on my leg, on my tail. That thing broke on my tail. I mean, it was like half a meter from landing on my head. If that thing would have landed on my head, it would have, I mean, it wouldn't have chopped my head off, but it would have probably like cut me in half. But I mean, I got so lucky on that. That was probably one of the luckiest scenarios I've ever had. The thing landed on my tail and it gave me speed forward and I came out of it. I mean, the clip is brutal. The boys were tripping. I mean, you can hear the guy scream. I got pounded for sure, but like, I mean, I wasn't right there in the guillotine spot. In the bad scenarios, I came out on top, you know, like I was lucky for sure. I mean, I don't want to do that again. Next time I'm going to pull in for sure. We're on to the last wipeout. It was a couple of weeks ago, just gotten in from Costa Rica. Beautiful, pristine day. Everything was in the right condition. I got a bunch of waves. I was really like feeling confident, playing with the wave, playing with the lip, being right there in the impact zone, you know? I mean, I remember there was one wave before this one where I was like, man, the lip was basically on my tail, you know? And that's how you want to ride it, you know? You want to push the limits, you want to feel that avalanche right behind you and coming out in one piece. That's the goal. But sometimes it's just, oh man, it's too much, you know? It's just you gain too much confidence and the thing gets you, you know? I was towing with Sebastian and I let go of the rope super early. I'm not on full speed. I'm like trying to get pulled up to the wave so I can ride the steepest part of the wave down. As I'm coming down, there's a backwash that hits the wave and it explodes it to the front. And I know I'm super close, but I think I'm gonna make it like I always do. And the thing just completely lands on me. Like, dude, that thing was so brutal, so violent. One of the heaviest lips I've ever felt, but I managed to come out in one piece. I definitely got a guardian angel that is always looking out for me, and I'm really lucky. If there's one advice I can give you, people are really freaked out about wiping out, being underwater, but it's all about breathing, staying calm, not panic, save your energy. All will be fine until you get knocked out. The truth is, man, if you're gonna want to progress, you gotta wipe out. You gotta keep pushing, and that's the only way forward. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Another episode of the Life of the Von Froth. This time we spoke about wipeouts. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to know, how I can help you guys to progress your surfing. And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure to go on vonfroth.com, check out our merch, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.